Hello everyone, and welcome to another session of the Blender Learning Series. And this time we're going to start texturing the lock mechanism on our prison tower model. And so let's go ahead and dive into Blender and we'll get working on that. Okay, so here we are. And we are going to zoom in a little bit and then turn on screencast so you all see what I'm doing. And this is what we need to work with. Now, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and close off this back. So we'll just grab everything, extrude it one final time, lock that in place with the Enter key, and then we're going to hit the W key to bring up the Specials menu, and we want to merge at the center. So this is now a complete solid mesh. Alright, now let us begin marking our seams. Switch to Edge Select mode down here at the bottom. And we're going to grab this first set going up. We want all of them, so we want to make sure we get all of these. And then the same on the other side. And let's grab that edge, and that edge, and the bottom. And wipe out these. Don't need those. Now, what we want to do is complete these all the way up. Did I move something? Doesn't look like I did, but on the off chance, let's just make sure. Alright, so we get these last ones selected there. Now we're going to mark this as a seam. So we're going to hit Control E to bring up the Edges menu and mark seam. And that should do it. But it probably won't. So let's just fix everything else that needs fixing to make it where it will. Mark those. And get the fronts here. And that. Let's try that on each of them. Did not mean to do that. Okay, just one more. Okay. Mark those as seams. Mark that one. Thought I had. There we go. Now, let's also mark this part as a seam as well. And I believe that's going to do it. So now let's split the view. Area. And over here we'll go to UV Image Editor. And over here, go to Shading UVs, Unwrap, and Unwrap. And that gives us this. Slide this down and away. And we can see quite a few things already. We've got our 4 little inset areas. So those can line up together. Why? Okay, what's up with this one? It's missing something right here. So we turn on that. Grab it. And figure out why. So what happened? These are in a completely different location. So what did we do differently here? I'm not seeing where we did anything differently. All right, well, that will be fine. We will adjust it accordingly. Would just kind of like to know what's going on there. But no matter. We can make it work. Oh, I see now. I see. Somehow that got marked when it shouldn't have. Alright, so if we unwrap everything again, that looks more right. Okay, we got this now. Now what we want to do is layer them on top of each other. Like so. And then grab that one again. And just pull it over. and then down, and rotate it a little bit. And now it should line right up. There we go. And then we're going to pull this entire thing up. Match it with this one. And it doesn't have to be exact because it's going to get a solid color. So just get it all selected and then move it up and pin it. That will be a good spot for it. Next up, we have these, which are the tops. Or no, though. Forgetting what I'm working with here. And these, I wasn't thinking I should have left these intact with the other. So we will clear these seams and lift that up off. And go ahead and unwrap everything again. And now if we select everything over here, that is a part of that front facing section. You will see over on the UV map those areas are highlighted. So we can switch back to the vertice mode and unsync it. And now we've got our front face and the little trays. So we'll expand this a bit. Bring this over and enlarge it as well. And then we've just got the rest of it, which if we check here, these will just be those inner areas. And the fronts. So we want to grab the fronts and try to line everything up. And when we do, we're going to slide one over to the side so we can pin it separate from everything else. So this one is fine because we didn't do that on that one. Wow, I really somehow I really messed up that first one. Oh well, all is fine. So long as we know what we're working with. Slide these over each other. And now over this one, pin all of those. And again, I'm not overly concerned with everything looking the same. So let's mirror this on the y-axis and then rotate it 90 degrees. Slide it right over here. Now these are the inner top portions. Not really worried about those, no one's going to see them. And now we get these, which are these sides here. And we need to make sure that only two sides of this are showing. So something like this, and yeah, I should have done, okay, so we're going to mark these, and then we're going to unmark these and put that seam in the wrong location. Now let's move these out of the way, and we're going to unwrap. And there we go. Now this gets pulled down. These get moved back into place. Like so. Grab the one part, and we're going to scale it down, because no one's going to be seeing this. And what we can do is we can rotate it 90 degrees, so it will be a little bit easier to just hit it with one color swipe. And then this one is the same way, I believe. Yeah. Just make sure I'm grabbing the right ones here. Yeah. Yep. Okay, just grab it like this to be sure again. Yep. Those are the sides we don't need to worry about. So we can deactivate sync mode, pull these up, scale them down, and pin them. And now that we have things kind of laid out, we can figure out where everything else needs to go to make the most of our space. So like this can come over here. This can go up here. And then this moves right up in and scales down a bit. And we pin it. And now we can save the UV layout, or export it, I should say. And this is going to be ptlock.png. Export all UVs and export UV layout. And with that, I will see you all in the next one when we will start building the texture file for this lock. Until then, everyone. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the video you just watched. If you did, right here, let's move my head over. There we go. Right here is going to be another video in the future for the next in this particular series. And over here is going to be the previous video in this series, along with a subscribe button down below it. So feel free to give that a hit, and be sure to like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. And let's see. Oh yeah, be sure to leave a comment. I'd appreciate knowing what your thoughts are. Until the next one, everyone.